Dr. Tony Jacobs' second optometry office in Kyle, Texas, tested his limits in 2013. Some months the office was full of patients, but cash flow made little sense. The doctor he'd hired wasn't working out. He was stretched thin racing between his original Lockhart practice and this new location 12 miles away. The money problem nobody warns you about. The financial challenges in Kyle began before Dr. Tony Jacob even opened the doors. Unlike his Lockhart practice, he couldn't purchase a building outright. This forced him to lease space instead, creating different financial dynamics from day one. Even with patients filling the appointment book, the practice's cash flow remained unpredictable during those initial months. Management headaches multiplied when Tony's first associate doctor needed replacement after approximately 18 months. Each staffing change rippled through the entire operation, affecting patient care and financial performance. Despite these obstacles, Tony persisted through the difficult early phase. His determination paid off as the practice grew steadily. That humble 2,000 square foot lease space eventually evolved into a 9,000 square foot clinic housed within a 28,000 square foot building that Tony owned outright. The breaking point that made everything clear. The physical reality of managing two locations forced Dr. Tony Jacob to reconsider his role in the business. This struggle catalyzed his transformation from practitioner to business leader. The Kyle expansion demanded a complete rethinking of his approach. Initially, Tony attempted to balance clinical responsibilities while managing operations at both locations. The demands proved unsustainable. His solution was decisive, hiring doctors for both practices and removing himself entirely from patient care. This was a critical juncture in his journey, the point where he evolved from doctor to CEO. It represented a fundamental shift in how he viewed his role within the business, prioritizing strategic leadership over day-to-day clinical work. The hard truths about growing past yourself. The Kyle expansion taught Dr. Tony Jacob critical lessons that fueled growth. Delegation becomes essential. The Kyle location forced him to trust others with crucial responsibilities. Standardized systems create consistency. By documenting processes and implementing frameworks like EOS, Tony ensured patients received similar experiences regardless of which practice they visited. Physical infrastructure matters. Tony eventually purchased land and built a custom facility in Kyle after outgrowing the leased space, recognizing that owned real estate creates long-term value. These insights transformed a challenging expansion into a template for replication, creating the foundation for what would become the largest private transaction in the state of Texas for optometry when Tony sold his practice network in 2021. The Kyle expansion represents the crucial turning point in Dr. Tony Jacobs' entrepreneurial journey. The moment he evolved from doctor to healthcare CEO,